Oh, just to be prepared, I suppose. Just to be kind of quiet out in the waiting area, and be ready to launch right into the audition. I like to start my auditions kind of I want to see the character almost as soon as you walk in the room. I'll do very simple introductions, but if you've got any questions or anything, I'd ask them before you walk into the room. I really want the producer and director to see the character as soon as possible. I don't want them to see your own personality. There's plenty of time for that sort of afterwards, after they've seen your first or second take. But I want you to be, I want it to be almost like when you're on set. I want you to be kind of quite focused, and I don't want to distract you from your preparation. I want you just to walk in and perform the character. Well, yeah, I suppose that's my job, is to try and make it as comfortable as possible. And so I will make myself available as much as possible before they walk into the audition room. And if hopefully they won't feel so nervous, and hopefully I'll answer whatever questions they have. I'll always let people know who's going to be in the room. And I will try and explain what will happen. I will explain that we'll probably launch quite quickly into the actual audition. I do find actors, actually, they do appreciate it. They do feel that sometimes by asking all sorts of questions about recent work, or how they made the trip into the audition, or whatever it is, I think that it distracts them from the character. And then all of a sudden, when we say, "Oh, will you now? Let's just roll the camera," it takes them a little bit longer to get into the character. So I think that's what. I'll try and help them outside of the room first, and then to enable that. Yeah, I think actors have to remember that the reason they don't get roles is usually not because they were rubbish, because they weren't any good. It's just that somebody else fit the role better, or that it fit, or it fits the rest of the cast better. It would appear that someone has better chemistry with someone else, which just fits the bigger picture. I just recently did auditions, and we had 4 people come in for one particular role, and it was amazing. 4 of them were fantastic, but they were so different to each other. They performed the role just so differently, and I knew it was a real struggle for the director to choose one. And I'm sure that each of them felt that they had really nailed the audition in the room, and when they walked out, they probably thought, "I've got this role, I've got it." But obviously 3 of them were let down, 3 of them didn't get the role, and it really isn't that they were no good. They were absolutely amazing, but only one person can get the role, and sometimes it's a real struggle to pick that one person. So I think it is just keep going and just keep going. It's not that you're a bad actor when you don't get a role. It's not even that you could do anything to improve your chances. It's just human chemistry. There's just something there about chemistry, or just not quite fitting as well as somebody else. And there's no direction or extra preparation that could help you get that role. That's just the way it goes sometimes. Oh yeah, well, yeah, probably turning up drunk. I've had some actors turn up drunk, and I've had some actors just turn up just to kind of have a whinge, just say, I've literally had actors walk in and say, "I don't want this role, but I just wanted to talk about this script and why I think it's terrible," or things like that. Just kind of really awkward moments that you just think, well, what a massive waste of everybody's time, and for you to take the trouble to actually come in just to have a moan. But listen, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and they do make good stories afterwards. So it's all part of the tapestry of casting, isn't it? It's all part of it. Yeah, for a while it felt that there was a lot of mystery around the casting process and what individual casting directors wanted, and so I just thought I'd put everything on a website that how I like to run my auditions, how I always want to empower actors to do the best job they can do. So it just felt really natural just to start sharing a bit of knowledge, at least the way I like things to be done, things that I find interesting. So I just whack it all up on the website, and hopefully people find it useful. Oh, and my website, it's just simply purocasting.com. There's loads of interesting stuff on there, I think.